Ndị be anyị ekenekwa unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị nke taata nụwa bụ ụbọchị akara aka dịka o si dị asịrị n'ụtụtụ ọma ehihie ọma mgbede ọma site na ngalaba ebe isi were soro anyị na ya na-eme n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24 bụ ebe anyị si na-ewetara unu ya bụ ozizi anyị na-akpọ morning tea n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nketa ya bụ ife dịka anyị sikwu na nkwa anyị ga na-agbakwanụ mbọ dịka ike kwela anyị ka anyị na-enye unu daily update gbasịta maka ihe na-eme n'obodo a na gbasịta maka nwere ụwa a na-azọ dịka o si dị o nwere ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'elu akwụkwọ anyị wetara unu sikwa unu tie alụ gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ọ gasịkwa ihe ndị ọzọ kwugasị mana anyị si mba na anyị ga-etinyekwuru unu ya ka unu ga ya bụ ife unu ga-esi ya unu adrọpụla anyị kọmentị unu ife unu chere gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ọsọ dịka ịbịa bụ ọ bụ na nke a bụ mbọsị izu gị na-ajọin anyị ka barụ ka isonyere anyị ihe anyị na-eme shia ya ka o rutekwa ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ aka alright ka gbapụ na ya ọsọ ịga igosi ya bụ ife aji maka ya wee bịa. Over to you, Biafran Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. Over to you, sir.
You are going to hear from us. Don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You will hear from Biafrans. You know that this time around is not issue of social media. They are begging Buhari to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while Fulani have not begged for the release of Boko Haram, but they are releasing them every day. Nobody has made a video to release Boko Haram. They are releasing Boko Haram every day in their hundreds. These are people who have directly carried gun and murder people, killed soldiers, killed police, killed villagers, killed people. What is the ideology? Nothing. Only to turn Nigeria into Islamic State. They released Boko Haram without court order. Yet, the people that you elect or elected keep mute, while our people are languishing in prison, different prison in Nigeria. You elect fools. Every 4 years, you elect them to go and represent you in an evil entity establishment of the British. So next year, we are going to end their reign. Those that you have elected and all they do is to tell you that they have the monopoly to kill at any time by inviting the military who are Boko Haram members to come to your villages and wipe you away. We are going to collect the power from them. I want you to understand that when we successfully stop Nigeria from conducting election, Ojo Zokalo will have no power again. His power will end in the north, if not allow him. By the time we succeed in stopping election in Biafra land, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo and all of them, the power that they have, that they used to intimidate Biafrans, will be taken away from them completely. By the time we stop the election in Biafra land, every politician who have not spoken since the killing of Biafrans, the power will be taken away from them. I am telling you the fact. Very, very easy. We will take the power away from them. I want you to understand, now you are going to know the reason why this sit at home, we have made it very clear how important it is that you sit at home to prepare your mind for what is to come. because in this no election, sit at home is going to be one of the tools we are going to use. I want you to understand that we have actually succeeded. We have done the test for more than one good year. We have been able to prove to the world that the politicians in Biafra land have no control over the people. The governors cannot control the people of Biafra. That is why we sit at home every Monday, irrespective of the threat coming from them. The Biafra people will always sit at home on Monday. So we have actually test run this particular approach we're going to use next year. I want you to understand that after the no election have succeeded, the way Umahi of Ebonyi State felt when he fought sit at home is the way they are going to feel. The way Soludo lost the battle over Monday sit at home is the same way he is going to feel. The same way Hope Uzodinma lost the battle of sit at home is the same way he is going to feel. The same way all the politicians and the governors who ganged up to start killing Eastern Security Network for the past 1 year and they have not succeeded in killing them is the same way all of them are going to feel. They will feel that the power has been completely taken away from them. And after this is done, the door and the gate will be open. This time around, you are not going to fight alone. Some of them will join us to fight Nigeria. I am telling you the fact, because they cannot be in Biafra land and fight against us at the end of the day. You see Umahi, you see all the governors of the Southeast, by the time we succeed in stopping this election, they will have no choice. They are going to deploy resources to fight against Nigeria. They can't be inside Biafra land and command anybody or command any military. It will not happen. I am telling you the fact. And in all these things that will be happening from the beginning, they would like to do garagara. They would like to do garagara, that they are the commander, they command state and that, and we are going to give it to them, woto, the first 3 weeks. Election observers, international community will be talking. I want you people to understand that the way South Africa got liberation from the apartheid regime is not the same thing we're going to do. I want to inform you that the way Sudan got disintegrated is not the same thing we are going to do. I want you to understand that the way Ambazonia started fighting their own is not the way we are going to do our own. I want you to understand that the way Eritrea, Tigray, or Ethiopia, and all of them are doing their own is not the way we are going to do our own. We are different from different culture, and Nigeria is completely a different country. The contraption of Nigeria is different from others. And we have been able to research to know the best way to disintegrate Nigeria. And let me tell you, there are many things we are not going to make public. This is just one of the plan. This one will never fail. We are going to add the A, B, C to Z. There is plan A, B, C to Z. And if care is not taken, we are going to apply all the plan at the same time. because Nigeria don't need to have mess. We don't need to mess. We don't need to have mercy on this evil contraption called Nigeria, the country that have killed millions of Biafra people to maintain one Nigeria. But I want to assure you people today that after this generation of Biafra, after this generation, anybody that had something to do with Nigeria will know that Biafra really have men. And this generation, that our brain is very, very hot. I want to inform you today that by the time we succeed in stopping election in Biafra land, we are going to instigate the governors against Nigeria. This is a nature. It is something that you can never avoid it. By the time we stop the election, we are going to instigate them against each other. Governors will fight the government. Senators will fight the government. They have no choice because they are going to be left alone with us in Biafra land. Those who will succeed in flying away to Abuja to stay, they will enjoy it for a while. And there in Abuja, the Fulanis will deal with them. Because you know what? They're going to be saying, you are all there, and these people have come to take over Biafra, and you people are not talking. They will finish them. But we know Fulani very well. They will finish them in Abuja. Some of them may, some of them may flee outside Nigeria. For how long? You are going to be in exile. We are not in exile. We did not flee. We live here. And the reason why we live here is because of this day that we are into now. Because of today. Because God positioned us where we are today. We did not flee. We did not flee to exile. We moved where we are and where we are living today. Some of you will leave Nigeria and you will run to exile. What I'm explaining today is because of, we need to explain certain things for you people to know why we are doing what we are doing. So anybody that is kicking against this plan should not be part of your group. Anybody that is kicking against this plan should not be part of your group. Anybody that, what they tell you before is that, oh, release, let us support P2B. P2B will get Biafra. That is the dumbest thing I have heard. Very dumb. Very dumb reasoning. Again, they tell you, oh, P2B will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another dumb thing. You know why we never listen to them is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. If you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu commit crime, what I'm doing, is it a crime? It's not a crime. And I don't blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because the people that joined him when he was calling for people to come and join Biafra, he didn't select them. This criminal just came because they have found opportunity to make a living. That is why today they have tried everything to instigate the government to do something against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything I have done, they say is a crime. Meanwhile, I know that I am not committing a crime. That what I'm doing is what any man can do for the freedom of his people. But the people are saying that what I'm doing is a crime. And it is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done, which I know is not a crime. And when you listen to these people, they will tell you, oh, I want to turn IPOB to a terrorist organization, as if I am not the one that is preaching this gospel. So you think if IPOB is a terrorist organization, I am exempted? But I know my right. And that's my right. I'm going to stick on it. Like I have said before, Nigeria continue to demonstrate that Nigeria is a lawless country. And we are going to follow Nigeria lawlessness. With lawlessness, I want you to understand that today, Nigeria state tear gassed their citizens who carry Nigeria flag to demonstrate in Lagos. They were tear gassing them as if they are criminals. That is a very good example of a lawless country. Even when people are demonstrating for the Nigeria itself, they get killed, they are harassed. So we are going to follow them with lawlessness. And I stand to be corrected anyway. The same hand you treated us, or the same hand you give us, is the same hand we are going to give you back. That is why I want to cool my voice and speak to Biafrans today. Now, you have now known some of the things that we are going to achieve by just making sure that the election did not hold. Because you say that your politicians are your problem, right? You say that your politicians are your problem. It is not just about P2B. Every Nigerian have agreed, not just about Biafra people. Every Nigerian will agree with me that politicians, that they have always claimed that politicians are their problem. But now I'm not talking about Nigeria, I'm talking about Biafra. Every Biafra person have agreed that politicians are the problem of Biafra people. So the time has come for you to take away the power from them and restore Biafra. So first of all, we are going to take away that power from them and we are going to restore Biafra. Am I communicating? We are going to first of all take away power from the politicians because we are giving them the power. Politician cannot go to Aso Rock and become president without you giving him the power. A politician cannot go to National Assembly to become a senator without you voting him to power. A politician cannot become a governor. Umahi cannot become a governor without you voting him to power. Hope Uzodinma cannot become a governor without you participating in election in Imo State. And he lost the election and he has to go to court with some result. And they declared him a governor. So without you participating in that election, Hope Uzodinma will not be there today. But of course, the state election is slightly different from what we are going to do now, or what we're talking about. Mwachinemere, thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. So state election is completely different from what, but just example. So you need to vote politician for them to get power. And then you turn around and say, oh, politicians are your problem. Meanwhile, you are the one giving them the power to become your problem. But you know, the difference here is that we are not entering a revolution for a better Nigeria, because Nigeria will never be better. Nigeria is a failed entity. So what we are doing is not for a better Nigeria, because Nigeria can never be better. But what we are doing is to make sure that we liberate Biafra from Nigeria, and then work on our own, work on our state, and develop our future and secure the future for our children. So we are going to, first of all, collect the power from those who never supported the development or the freedom of Biafra with their political position in Nigeria. I know that so many times when you talk about Biafra, they tell you, what is your political elite saying? What is your political leaders saying? They go behind door and become your enemy. So now it is not going to be what is your political, it is now going to be what is Biafra people saying. So nobody will ask you tomorrow, what is your political leader saying? We want to correct a very big mistake starting from next year. I want you people to understand that if anybody coming to tell you that if you do not allow election to hold, they are going to appoint administrator to govern you, is a very big lie. Where is the administration going to come from? It's a very big lie. You think that if you do not have election in Biafra land, Umahi will allow Muhammad Ali to come from north and become a governor administrator in Ebonyi state? If you think so, then you are a very dumb person. You think that if you did not allow election to hold, Soludo will allow Yarema or Sheku to be appointed as
ndị be anyị daalụ nne n'ụwa kwunu si na-esoro anyị ya na-eme n'iru akwụkwọ dịka iso wee gee ya bụ ife ịnụrụ ihe the Balon the Gentle Lion kwugasịrị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taata anụ ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ ka efi nwere ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile o kwugasịrị n'iru akwụkwọ ife o kwuriri nne o kwuru ya dịka o si dị ka efi nwere ike ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife a drop ya on the comment section below. Chetakwana ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si were wetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa. Daalụ na ụmụnne m, gwa nke emesịa.